Coming through. Yep, coming through. Watch out. Thank you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fletcher Farms Amarillo. I'm Julie Fletcher. Charlie and Cammie are going to help me with this video this morning. Wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Right, Cam? Yeah, I want to say happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. We wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody and that we hope you're having a happy and safe Thanksgiving today. Cammie's obviously going to take a nap, so I'll do the update and she'll just be in the background. But just wanted to get out a quick update on everything that's been happening here around the farm. Last week we had some friends come through town, so it was really exciting to see them. I actually had time to bake them a home-cooked lasagna dinner with lasagna noodles from scratch and also some fresh garlic bread, so that was a nice treat, and we were able to have a great visit with those friends. Cathy and Larry are friends of ours from Kentucky. Corey used to work with Larry and Cathy, so it was really great to see them. We were really excited to have them here on the farm, and we always like to see everyone's reaction when they first come out and see the horses and realize how big they are and that they are a lot bigger than they are on camera. So this was some of the update from their visit when they were here.
First thing Cathy wanted to do was meet all the animals. So this is her with Sophie, and Miley was behind Sophie, but you really can't see her in this video. But it was another cold and windy day, as usual here in Amarillo. These are a few videos that Cathy took. I do enjoy watching other people interact with the horses and just to see their reactions on how big these horses actually are in person. So they are really gentle giants, and I love to see other people getting enjoyment from them as well.
Baby. So, well, if you've been out in the wind all day like today, this is Mabel. Mabel's staying. Mabel's walked around with us. And this is Miley. And there's Sophie in front of Miley.
Miley and Sophie are best friends. They
always
work together.
Mabel, did you hear that? Miley and Sophie are best friends. And Mabel says, everybody's my best friend. Wow. Just amazing.
They're a lot bigger than they look like in person.
Yeah, they're huge. They are major gentle giants. Aww. Hi, Lucas.
Lucas and Dustin look exactly alike.
Oh my!
Here comes Anna.
Look, here comes some more cats.
Tom and Mike.
Tom and Mike, and Anna came to see us. And this is Lucas. God, that cat is beautiful.
So he's got a twin. Like, they look exactly alike. And if
So
I can't see their tails, then I don't know who's who.
So you think there's Siamese? I mean, it's got blue eyes.
I don't know. Well, if you look at them sometimes at night, they're almost purple.
Oh, you're a beauty. Man, I love you're gorgeous.
I know.
How long have you had pets? Because you're going to have to show me how to use your website.
Not long. These guys are still kittens. We got the cats when I had the snake in the barn. See, you need to follow the YouTube channel.
Well, you're going to have to educate me some.
I will.
Most people can say that they've never milked a goat, so whenever anyone visits, I usually make them milk Misha. So this is me explaining to Cathy how to milk the goat, and she helped out with the chores. It was pretty cool.
Oh, you're not doing that. So keep the cup underneath there. There you go. And then squeeze your fingers.
I don't see.
Like this.
Okay, so I didn't go up high.
So it cuts off the supply from the nipple, and then there you go.
How long do you?
Oh, you got that cup will be half full at least. So.
Really? Yeah.
That's okay. Huh? It was also Larry and Cathy's anniversary, so I wanted to make a special meal for them. So I made lasagna noodles from scratch, not from a box, and made them Dutch oven lasagna, and also made fresh garlic breadsticks as well. So it was a very special meal, and we had a great time. These were the garlic breadsticks before they were baked, and this was them after. And this was the finished product of my lasagna, and what was left over. It was such a fun evening, and I made Corey cram us all into a selfie. And this was them leaving the next day on their way back to Tennessee.
Last update video I had talked about the cats in my cat boxes. There were so many great comments from everybody. We're actually going to implement some of those things that you suggested. Someone suggested to put the boxes up on a platform to help the cats stay a little bit warmer. So Corey's going to have to build something now, but we're definitely going to probably implement that. And then someone also suggested putting some heavy plastic on the doors for them to be able to go in and out like a flap. So we're going to implement that as well. So we're going to work on those for the cats and get them a little bit warmer, but they're doing really well.
The cats are definitely getting use out of their cat boxes. There were so many cats crammed in there, Tom couldn't even get his backside in. This was a video inside the cat box. All three of them were crammed in there together. Two of them were smart and used a different box, but they were all cuddled in here, and I thought it was absolutely adorable to see all three of them in there and them getting use out of these cat boxes.
So Anna, I was out feeding Anna the other day, and she's actually looking so good, and she's putting on so much weight. It was really exciting to see just how much weight she put on, and I caught this video of her last week. I was just out feeding Anna and giving her some hay for the night, and was petting on her and just realized that her hips are not as sunk in as they were before. This used to be sunken in, and it's not. So she's gaining so much weight. Her spine isn't as pronounced anymore. I don't know if you can see it, but she's actually filling out, and her hips aren't as sunken in as they were before. I guess I haven't noticed it. She's looking so much better. Now that we're up to 30 pounds of Alpha Pro per day, we're gonna make a change pretty quick. Right, baby girl?
Yeah. Just bring me more hay, please.
I finally put a side-by-side picture together of Anna from when she first got here in August to what she looks like now. And it's just such a big change, and we're just so thrilled that she's doing so well. This was Anna coming in from the paddock the other day. I'm just so happy to see the way that she's moving. She's moving with a purpose and actually alert and not limping like she was. Her legs are doing a lot better. There are some days that she seems a little bit stiff in those back legs, but I really do think the Previcox is helping with all of that.
Everyone's coming in for lunch. Charlie's out past the fence. Anna's walking in right here. Lunch is a big deal around here. And the other big news around here is we found a different type of hay feeder to use. Hi, Cammie. We found a different type of hay feeder to use. We were using a hay saver feeder, which kept the hay up off the ground and dry when it rained, but it just wasn't working because you could only, two horses could go from either side. You couldn't get to the bale from all around it. So it was actually wasting a lot of hay and also causing the horses to be a little bit territorial. So not everybody was eating what they should be eating. So that was definitely a problem. So we decided to go with an oversized water tank, and we put the hay bale inside the oversized water tank. So this was part of that implementation that we did with our hay feeder.
This was the hay saver that we were using. This was Corey getting it out of the paddock area so the horses wouldn't have more room. Cammie and Freya were very excited about the bale of hay. They couldn't wait till it got on the ground. So they just went ahead and helped themselves as the bale sat on the trailer. We got this big water tank to put the bale of hay in so it wouldn't sit on the ground and the bottom wouldn't get moldy. So we just put this on the ground and put the hay bale inside, and this is what we're using right now for our round bales. And having the hay in a water tank also keeps the hay together and doesn't get as much all over the ground.
absolutely freezing here the last couple weeks, like I said, and the horses have been acting a little bit different. So they've been laying down a lot more, and I'm not entirely sure why. Freya is actually going to the vet this afternoon.
So this is Freya. We are actually going to head to the vet this afternoon because Freya's had some diarrhea. If you don't know Freya's story, she was at a kill pen in Sneedsville, Tennessee when I found her, and she was days away from being sent to slaughter. So we got her just in time, and she's a beautiful girl. She's put on a ton of weight. She was really, really underweight when we first got her. She's a beautiful horse, but like I said, she's got diarrhea today. She's still eating and drinking normally, so Dr. Wagner wasn't very concerned that she had something serious going on, but she does want to do some blood work just to make sure that she's okay. After we had Freya's teeth floated, she stopped eating hay, and we weren't quite sure why. She had some hay impacted in her gums, and she just started eating hay again, so we don't know if that's a contributing factor or what the situation is. So we're just going to go get her checked out this afternoon, make sure everything's okay with her.
But like I said, the horses have been laying down a lot more, and this is kind of what they've been doing.
This was Aline. This started last weekend. She started laying down. She's not rolling or wasn't doing anything like that, not acting like she's in discomfort or anything, but everyone's just laying around a lot more. And then this was the day after. Freya was laying over there on the right and the donkeys were over there on the left. I was getting a little bit concerned at this point because I've just never seen the horses lay down this much, and I didn't know if it had to do with the cold weather or what the situation was. And by the third day, this was the third day, that's Aline, Freya, and Cammy. Cammy usually lays down because of her leg. It usually hurts her, and she usually lays down a lot more than the other horses. But I hadn't seen everyone else doing this, and it was very concerning. So the worrywart that I am, I contacted the vet, and the vet said as long as they're not rolling around and they are laying with their legs tucked like this, they're just comfortable and content. So she put my mind at ease, and I'm glad I gave her a call because I worry about these horses 24 hours a day. And since everyone's been eating and drinking normally, she said this is definitely not a concern.
And this is an update too on all the rest of the horses and what they've been up to this past couple weeks.
What did you get in your muzzle there, sir? What were we doing? Charlie left a snack in his muzzle for later on. And since we put the round bale out, everyone's been in the paddock area more, so it's been nice to see all the animals. It's been a long summer with everyone just hanging out in the pasture and doing their own thing, so it's good to see all the horses back in the paddock area. With the donkeys being out in the pasture now as well, we did need something for the donkeys to be able to eat from. So this hay feeder actually is working out really well, and the horses are letting the donkeys eat, and no one's getting too territorial about the hay feeder. So that's a very good thing. And Charlie can get some hay in through his muzzle, so he is a happy little camper. So this is Freya, and then Aline and Cammy are over to the right. But Freya just looks so pretty in the sunlight, and her coat's just so beautiful. And that's Aline right there. She was starting to fall asleep. So it was a very long and busy day. Looks like Cammy's sleeping over there as well. And Charlie is scratching his leg on the fence. He is the funniest little guy sometimes. Jack is the sweetest little donkey sometimes. This is Jack grooming Mabel. They were standing in the paddock area, and Jack started grooming Mabel. Freya's always usually close by. She likes to hang out with the donkeys. And then Mabel started grooming on Jack. So I caught this cute little moment and wanted to share it with y'all.
Everyone's out in the pasture pasture this morning. Our neighbor's got cows, so those are very interesting to the horses. Everyone's out walking around. It's really cold today. Everyone's out walking around. And Anna is out here too. She wanted to come back out into the paddock area, so I've got her in here. And I have to end this video because I can't feel my hands because it's so cold. Yeah.
This is Cammy out laying in the pasture. One day Charlie wasn't coming in for lunch, so I had to go out there and get him. And as soon as I started calling for Charlie, Cammy took off and started running. So I'm not entirely sure if she was just going out there to yell at him and tell him to get him in for lunch or what the situation was, but she was definitely moving with a purpose to go catch up with the rest of the herd. Cammy running out to the rest of the herd finally got Charlie's attention, so he started coming in for lunch. Aline thought it was lunchtime too, and this was Cammy being pushy with both of them on the way back in. After I got Charlie in and fed, Aline turned around and went back out to the pasture and started running out to where Sophie and Miley were. So I drove out here, and apparently there was a horse meeting. The horse and the donkey on the right are our neighbor's horses. So apparently there was something going on, because then Jack and the donkeys came over and everyone started talking. So there was a big to-do in the pasture.
Jack was just talking to the neighbor donkey.
I caught this cute moment one night with the donkeys. Mabel was biting Jack's back legs and then wanting to play with him. So caught this cute moment as they were going back out to the pasture. And this was just some video of the horses around the round bale. It's pretty funny to watch them when they all get in there and they're all just eating away. We call it the round table. And we're really glad to see that the horses are letting the donkeys eat as well. There's a line at the drinking fountain. And this was Charlie heading out for the night. He was going out to chase everyone out of the hay because it's his turn. And like I said, Charlie is getting some hay out of the hay feeder. He's only taking very little bites and he's actually chewing it up. So he's doing really well with his grazing muzzle. So we're not concerned about choking or anything like that. So Charlie's happy that he can have a little bit of hay. And another beautiful sunset here in Amarillo.
And last weekend too, we celebrated Wilson's Gotcha Day. We've had him for 9 years now. We celebrated with puppuccinos.
Caught a quick picture of the puppuccinos because they didn't last long.
Happy Gotcha Day, Wheezy. Oh, you're gonna get that all over Daddy's truck. Get that side. Yeah, there you go. Here. Oh, that's all over Daddy's truck. What do we think of that? I know. Happy Gotcha Day, buddy. I know, Cammie. We'll celebrate your Gotcha Day, too. Our soaps, we've been very busy with our soaps. Again, as usual, I was able to release a bunch of new flavors this week. So this was kind of what we've been up to with the soap.
Our soap is actually selling really well. This was the first batch of orders that we sent out in the mail. I got creative with my photography this week. Some of my favorite scents came out in this batch. This one's Cocoa Jammy Time, and the soap smells exactly like a hot cup of cocoa. Also released this week with Cocoa Jammy Time was coffee, gingerbread, pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice latte, orange essence, and citrus happiness.
And also with our soap, we are going to have a Black Friday sale for our goat milk soap. If you use coupon code Black Friday 2022, you'll receive 10% off your order. So I hope everyone heads over there to check those soaps out, and hopefully you can get some Christmas shopping done. I don't know if I've said it in other videos before, but all the profits from our goat milk soap goes directly to feed the horses and all the other animals here on the farm. So I don't know if I've said that in other videos. So thank you to everybody that has sent us gifts of Alpha Pro. We truly appreciate your support and can't thank you enough. Your generosity is just overwhelming. And if you do want to send the horses a gift of Alpha Pro, I'll put a link in the description below to all the contact information to HF&C. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said, I hope everyone's having a safe and happy Thanksgiving. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.